Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Tony and the Tiki Bar. I just wanted to say that I really appreciated the overwhelming response that came in from the last video drink that I made, and thank you guys very much for sticking with me through the long wait, and it's inspired me to start making the drinks again and videos for you on a regular basis. And tonight I'm going to continue pick up right where I left off from making the exotic cocktails of Smugglers Cove. And because I went out of sequence and I made some drinks from the back and things that I liked, and I'm just going to try and pick up where I left off. And you'll recognize this little guy, his namesake, the mug that he's named after his drink, the Suffering Bastard. So for those of you that have friends that come to your tiki bar and say, you know, I just don't like rum drinks. Well, I guess my answer to that would be that they probably just haven't tried the right rum drink yet, or maybe they haven't tried the right rum. But for the skeptics that just won't be swayed and they want to have a tiki drink in your bar, this is a tiki drink that has no rum in it, and I'll just go ahead and make it for you without further ado. So we're going to start out by building the drink at first in the vessel itself. So we need to start off with 4 ounces of ginger beer, and these are 12-ounce bottles, but just in case you want to know what 4 ounces of ginger beer looks like, I think this is a neat little measuring glass right here. It's 4 ounces right up to the top. And I'm going to gently pour that in to our tiki mug so that I don't flatten it out. And I'm just going to let that sit there, and I'm going to work on the rest of the drink in my mixer tin. So again, fresh squeezed juices are always the way to go. We're going to start off with a 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. Seems that most of the juice is going onto the bar rather than into my measuring cup, but 1/2 ounce, you know, I'm going to top that off a little bit because it didn't quite fill her up. It's important to stick with the ratios on your recipes because then you can remain consistent with them each time that you make them for someone. And they always turn out the same. After the fresh squeezed lime juice, we're going to use our Smugglers Cove Demerara syrup. Recipes in the back of the book, instructions how to make them. Just a 1/4 ounce of that. You don't want to overpower it with sweetness. And then we go ahead with our spirits. And we're going to go ahead with 1 ounce of brandy. And doesn't seem like it would make a good combination, but believe it or not, these things have a way of working out. We're going to go with 1 ounce of London dry gin. And to top that off, just a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters. Remember, if you've had your Angostura bitters behind your bar for a long time, like maybe 6 months or a year, you haven't used it, check it out. You know, like vermouth or like wine or like anything else, it can go bad. So you want to make sure that you're making your drinks with a fresh batch of whatever ingredients. So we're going to put some cracked ice into the mixer, the shaker, and we're going to give that a good shake and pour it right into our Suffering Bastard tiki mug. And then we're going to carefully top that off with crushed ice. Now this drink can be made in a Collins or a highball glass, but I feel like if you've got a Suffering Bastard mug and you're making a Suffering Bastard, why not use it? And then our garnish, I went out to the garden, picked a couple of sprigs of mint, and I'm going to pick a couple of nice long ones for this deep mug. Give them a light little slap to release the mint oils, the fragrance. I'm going to put a swizzle stick in there, and I'm going ahead and put a straw in there because obviously I like to drink my beverages through a straw. So there you have it, the Suffering Bastard. It's a tiki drink from the 1940s. It doesn't have any rum in it, but still the classic combination of fresh ingredients and brought to you together in perfect mix to make a perfect drink. And I'd like to say from Tony and the Tiki Bar, if you like this video, go ahead and click subscribe if you're watching it. You can also check us out on Instagram at Tony and the Tiki Bar. We post a lot of pictures of drinks and fun times and people over at the bar. Until next time, Tony saying cheers.